What's up, YouTube? Welcome to Gavin and Jamie on the road.
Hey.
He's Gavin, I'm Jamie. Like and share our video and subscribe below. Yeah.
Do that.
I've been traveling so long.
So long.
So, we're just gonna give you a wee tour of, you've heard about her, but you've never really been inside her, like we have.
We've been inside this.
For such a long time. So we're gonna give you a bit of a tour
Our
of,
sweet van.
of our girl. She's a bit old, she's a bit fat,
She is. Spot those things.
past her prime.
I wouldn't say past her prime. I'd say just matured. Matured lady.
Like a fine wine. Only gets better with age. She's got a lot of kinks.
Yeah. She's got a lot of kinks and weird
wonders. Like, for instance, the handbrake doesn't work. Handbrake doesn't work. And on the other side of the vehicle, I'm not sure if you can see that, but that looks like a
it's for winding the window.
For winding the window.
Winding the window. That's what that looks like. That's what that is, surely. I mean, what else could it be?
But in fact, it is actually how you open the door. One of our many quirks.
One of our many quirks. Yeah, she's got other stuff like, for example, the gear shifter.
Yeah.
The gear shifter does not the little symbol that's supposed to show you which one's working, which one's on. That doesn't work. So you just have to guess.
You have to
whether
guess
it's in
them.
Drive or reverse or anything. I mean, we've worked it out now, but it's
The dials as well.
dials.
Will actually like
speedometer.
shake about, so you can kind of tell what speed you're going within plus or minus 10 miles per hour.
The petrol's definitely off, and I'm pretty sure there's at least a quarter tank left when it says it's empty. And because it goes all the way to above full.
Maybe that's just like trickery. Trickery.
So yeah, it's but she's very cool, very hippie. I think that's it.
Yeah, look at the chic.
Look at the chic. She's got cool colours. She's got stuff hanging in things, you know.
Give them the tour.
So you know, this is in the back. So there's our double doors. We keep our stuff down here, and if I shift over to the other side, you see that the chairs continue with their chicness.
You can even put on the lights up here.
Put on the lights, yeah. So we got these lights, and then the best ones are the ones you can't see them so well, but we've got little mood lights up there. She's got little fairy lights, you know, here. Curtains. Big back seat, big bench. You can see there's duvet on there. Jamie's been having a little sleep.
I had like 2 minutes.
A 2 minute sleep. But this folds out into a big old bed. We can't fold it out. The kind of stuff's out there. But she's very cool. She's very cool. All the fixtures are made of wood, which is interesting. You can see there's like dirt and in some cases mold down the side. She's kind of got that kind of hippie feel. Under the bed, you can see you've got pots and pans and other such things. Apologies for the mess. So you can see Jamie's popping open the doors. We can sit here, look at the world. Very cool.
One of other Daisy's wee quirks is she likes to break down in the middle of highways.
That's why the van is wobbling every so often if you just wait. Yeah, that's just cars swooping by about half a meter away. Yeah. This is not a safe spot.
This is the second time, but the first one wasn't so major. That was just running the battery flat.
On the battery flat. But this one actually stopped on the highway. So as in, I'm driving along, Jamie's in the back having his 2 minute nap. I'm driving along, everything's good, we've got the tunes on. She's vibrating a lot. She vibrates a lot between about 30 to about 40 miles an hour.
She has been doing this for a very long time, but like it's getting worse since Nashville. It was like
she'd vibrate at 65 miles an hour and do that till just under 70, and then after that she'd be pretty smooth. But then now it's spreading, so like now she starts vibrating at 60 and doesn't stop until 75, and so on and so forth. And then she started vibrating at 35, and then it became like 30 to 40, and there's these two bands of vibration moments. And obviously we're on the highway, so we're vibrating down the road because, you know, you're doing about 60, 65, battering down, and then there's just clunk, 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 jerk and stuff, and the engine just disconnects basically.
I woke up. I thought he just went over a speed bump. I was like, oh, that was a big speed bump. And I was like, hey, everything seems to be okay in the back here, Gavin. And he's like, I couldn't really hear what he said. It's like, no, you don't need to stop. Just keep going. Everything's fine. There's nothing broken.
He thought he was all motivated by concern for him. He thought that, oh, Gavin's such a good friend. He's pulling over.
I thought you thought something was broken in the back. Yeah. That's what I thought.
No, it was. I knew there was something broken in the front. Because basically the engine seemed like the engine was still running, but it like disengaged. So I could put my foot down and you'd hear the engine like going, but there was no power. So obviously just signaled over and pulled out the hard shoulder.
Which we've done a wee bit of googling, and that kind of seems. It'll either
quite
be
serious, potentially.
But it says normally it's either tyres for vibrations or even worse, transmission on brakes.
Could be tyres, axle, brakes, or transmission.
I think it'll be transmission.
I'm scared it's going to be transmission as well.
And if it is the transmission, we need to figure out what we're going to do because that's
we can't spend. We'd have to spend more money than we spent on Daisy in the first place.
It'd be like between $2,000 and $8,000. To get her fixed.
And we spent, just in context, we spent 3.5 on her. Plus another 2.
Yeah, we spent 3.5 on Daisy and 1.5 to get her fixed up.
5 in total, so potentially they might try and charge us more than Daisy we paid for Daisy.
And if that's the case, kind of got to take a view on what we want to do.
We might need to change up our plans. So, a bit stressful there, we're just kind of waiting. We're just kind of waiting until the tow truck gets here, hopefully. Too long because it's nerve-wracking.
Yeah, but I guess the AA, as before.
Oh yeah, true.
They said like, oh yeah, don't worry, we'll be there at 6:15, and then like just got a text message there saying, oh no, we've delayed it by another half hour.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling it's going to be the exact same as last time.
Don't worry about that.
Delay.
So we can't
do fuck all. Like.
Absolutely nothing. I mean, we're literally stuck. It's not even like we can jump the wall over that way. And
there's just motorways everywhere.
Because there's an on-ramp that side, motorway this side. We're literally stuck in a triangle of land that we cannot walk. Yeah, so that's Daisy. Very, very cool. Very cool. But unfortunately just not very practical.
Been practical for a long time, but
that's true. She's done well so far, but
we've probably travelled about what, almost 8,000 miles, something like that, right down through America.
One side of America, one coast to coast, and then
all top to bottom, and we're about to go from bottom all the way over to California.
Coast to coast again.
So it's basically essentially another 38 hours driving to get to California. I think she could have probably done it, but
we'll see what
then
happens.
Today happened. No, I'm like, what the fuck? I came out of fucking nowhere.
Well, I didn't. I think vibrations.
The vibrations. That was another thing actually. Today I was like, oh man, we need to get that checked because the seatbelt has been vibrating so much. The seatbelt's come out. I was like, that's essentially things could be happening. Like the motor could be shaking itself to bits. So we kind of made we packed it, get checked in New Orleans before anything bad happens to her.
There you are. Too little, too late.
Too little, too late.
The whole seatbelt just popped out of the seat ring.
Yeah, it did.
And we had to pull it back in, which is.
And here's another message.
Another message.
Oh, they've actually reduced it.
Oh, wow.
6:31.
So 6:31. They should be here in what? What's that? Just 30 minutes.
30 minutes. So until then.
Until then.
I've been traveling so long.
Oh, so long.
Studs in my belly, then up to my heart, into my
What's up, YouTube? Oh, no. No, I'm saying it. Welcome to another episode of I've Been Traveling So Long.
Oh, so long.
So to catch you up, I guess last one we showed you we were at the side of the road, right?
Yeah.
On the highway.
No loss.
Because we were stuck.
Yeah.
Daisy broken down.
Oh, look at this.
Look at this snazzy ride.
Oh, look. Oh,
It's a Chrysler, right?
Chevrolet.
Chevrolet.
I don't know. It begins with a C.
It begins with a C anyway. It's got a wee like golden cross on the stuff. It's everywhere, all through the car. It's pretty impressive.
How was your drive there? This is the first time driving a new car after.
First time driving a new car, and it's so smooth. So smooth. No, it was really quite something. It makes you realise how rough driving Daisy is actually. Like, we're so used to it, but like I was like jerking around in the car park. The lady was teaching us, the rental agency lady was teaching us like how to drive it, or like how the buttons all work and stuff. And like
because there's so many buttons.
There's so many buttons.
We've got the buttons everywhere.
So I'm like jerking around in the car park because like you just need to tap the brake and you get like response. Whereas on Daisy you're like pumping it with your foot. It's just like stop, Daisy, stop.
And if you're doing a very large brake, you need to compensate by shifting the steering.
Because her brake calipers come in at different times, so she pulls off to the right, so you're like, no, and in this one you're like, I nearly spun out when I braked hard because I'm like, no, and then oh wait, no, I don't need to do that. So yeah,
so smooth.
It's so smooth. So we're quite like, oh yeah, Daisy's not that good. Daisy's especially not that good these days because the
drive shaft fell out.
Actually fell out.
So
fell off.
When I was sleeping in the back and I thought Gavin rolled over a speed bump, essentially he rolled over the fucking drive shaft that fell at the bottom of the car.
So imagine
you're okay back here.
Imagine you're driving behind this rough looking van, it's looking pretty bad and you're like, oh my god, I can't believe they're still driving a GMC 1980s van, that'd be crazy. And then all you'd see is something just detach, spinning probably because it's the drive shaft, from the bottom and come bouncing underneath their wheels.
But that's a lot better because we thought the transmission was fucked, and that transmission cost between $1.5 to $8 to fix, whereas this is only going to cost us a maximum of $900. So we're making all these plans for about where we would be flying to, etc. If we had to get rid of her, and now it looks like we can fix it in
3-4 days, right?
3-4 days. So we've rented this.
Take us down to Miami and the Florida Keys.
Do that for a few days and then come back up and collect her. Hopefully brand new and no longer vibrating.
No longer vibrating, which would be really nice because hopefully they'll have either replaced or rebuilt her drive shaft. I'm still shocked that like a drive shaft fell out. I know, just to point out, it's not like one side popped and we're dragging it because we'd have heard that. It was the entire
thing
drive shaft fell out.
Because it's been shaking for ages, and the shaking's been getting worse. And they think that's to do with the drive shaft itself. Essentially, it's just shaking itself until it's falling off. Until it's falling off. We had a bit of an omen before that because the seatbelt fucking shook itself.
Off. So basically, it's not been great. But
hopefully it'll be getting better.
Fixed. But now we've got our sweet Chrysler Chevrolet ride.
Chrysler Chevrolet. Definitely gonna have to Google this.
It was very nice to drive actually. It's gonna be hard to go to Daisy and her home.
It's got. You can even like reverse park and see exactly what's on the screen.
It's got a little screen thing and it shows you the cameras and everything.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know how it's possible to get in a car accident in cars these days. It makes me have massive contempt for people who can't drive in a car this quality.
It was like going into the future, or like switching between like analog to like 1080p HD.
It was because it's silent.
Everything's in colour.
It was silent. Like we stopped at the lights and I said to Jamie, "Can you tell if the engine is on or off?" And he was like, "No, I can't." I was like, I would have no clue.
Yeah, it's all push buttons and stuff.
I mean, when you accelerate, you hear it a bit in the background, but like,
nah,
it's so
quiet.
I could have the engine on right now, and you wouldn't know.
Yeah,
I mean, so.
Oh, it's even got some fancy ass noises. Don't get used to the AC either, because we won't have that.
So that's the engine on. Can you hear the massive difference in sound? It's like only just.
Pretty cool. So, gonna take this one down to Florida Keys, do a bit of the Everglades, see Miami. But before that, gonna go and shoot some guns.